welcome back to the channel. So now it's been a while since we made a video, and we said we're going to build this next, so that's what we're going to get started with today. We are in the beginning of drag racing season here, so we were busy working on that this weekend, doing some drag racing. Did really well, and congratulations to Chris Cruz for winning this weekend's race. And we are going to get started building this bad boy, the new 7.1 or 7B7D. So I won't walk you guys through the whole process of us building this car, but we got us a set of badass bearings right here. They're going to go in the car. We will be running a R1 ESC in it, Futaba 10PX, R1 battery pack. They're 6400. We were waiting on this Mud Boss kit for the front end to come in and for the back, so we got that. We're going to start working on the car, obviously, put that on later on. Just go ahead and build. I like to build the car as it's supposed to be, even if you got to take it apart. So I don't need the body for anything, but keep it because I've got some old Losi cars that we used to drag race that we ended up not drag racing anymore, so we have them still, and I got the original parts, so I can take it all back and put it back to a buggy, and it will sell used even the buggy world forever. So anyways, that's a start for today. And we got some tires, we got batteries. I think we've got everything we need for the car. Just got to look through here and taking a gander at the parts list and see what we got in here. So anyways, guys, we're gonna get started on this, and I kind of update you guys as we go through it. The first part is working on the front of the car, so you can see here. So it has listed here by bags, which I really like when manufacturers do that versus just throwing stuff in a bag and not marking it. Makes it a lot easier to build a car, in my opinion. So stay tuned, guys. We've got some highlights coming of this build, just here and there, and then we will be getting back into some speed run building. We're waiting on some parts and stuff to come in, and that stuff is here. As you guys can see, I got a mess back here because I'm just working on stuff, and with drag racing, dirt oval racing, everything's just kind of crazy busy. So we'll get this thing put together. Got a body for it somewhere around here, and we'll show you guys what that looks like, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you guys know, we kind of started on our Associated B7, so we got it done. I didn't record a lot of it because you guys have seen these cars, you've seen the instructions. There's tons of build videos out there on them, so not a lot special about it, except for this has McAllister front bumper setup on it and back end setup for it, which allows you to run the body. And here's the body we're going to be running on here. So right now we set it up just as normal. Haven't really cut it down or anything yet, but kind of show you guys a little bit better view of it. You gotta pardon the mess in here, guys. I've been building like crazy everything. So the tires here are pretty close, so I'm probably gonna have to raise this up just a little bit so that'll raise the bottom body line. But one of the things I wanted to show you guys is you know, one of the big things that we do in drag racing is modify everything we do. So the first thing I did was come in here, and I wanted to see if the floating body mounts for the rear from the other cars that run from R1 would work on here. So basically eliminate all this hunk crap back here and just go to these. So you're taking off these pieces here 4 screws, these 2 aluminum parts, and 4 of these little shims. And you're putting on these 2 pieces with 4 screws, which is probably a little bit heavier, a couple grams maybe. These are really lightweight R1 parts, but you're losing all this. And then every time if you imagine a body post being on here, every time the car suspension moves, the body in the back will not move. It'll sit still. The ride height will never change. So if the car rolls, the body's going to stay at the same height because of these floating body mounts in the back. Now, I don't see a lot of people running these floating body mounts in dirt oval yet, but of course I'm not real familiar with dirt oval because we just got into it. But we got our car set up, J Concepts tires and wheels. Right now this is just a Gens Ace 5100 in here. I had it in here for mock-up, but we will be running a R1 pack in here. We got a ProTech servo in here, Trinity 13.5 motor in here. We'll have an R1 ESC in here and Futaba 10PX ESC in here. I will be running a where are they? Let's see here. Here's our transponder. Got that here, and I'm trying to find all the receivers I bought. Anyways, I bought some cheaper receivers from Futaba that are not the F4Gs because with these cars being in muddy track and everything else, I just don't want to expose a $109 receiver to water. I would rather just use a cheaper receiver, the $55 2-channel THSS receiver, and let it go with that. One of the things I'm not sure when I set up this car about was this has an 11 gram plate on it, so it adds weight, but it helps balance out the car a little bit. I'm not sure how the car is going to react once you get out on the track with the body and everything else, but I'm excited to try it out. Battery is adjustable here, front to rear. Pretty neat little setup they got. So I'm interested to see how this car is going to turn out. But it's a well-built car. It's a little bit different than what we're used to running with the R1 cars, which are associated based cars. So we will go from there, but here is the information on the motor we'll be running. So that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, we're gonna transition. We're gonna take this off, re-drill some body holes. So before we paint the body, I want to get these posted and everything else. I gotta find a set screw that'll go in here that is long enough for me to be able to screw some body posts on the top. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep working on projects. Next car after this is going to be a 4-wheel drive foam car. It is a Serpent 988 Taipan E. So that's going to be a 4-wheel drive drag car. So we're going to have fun with getting into the foam a little bit, and we're going to go from there, guys. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is like part 3 of another video I'm gonna put out. So with no delay in today, excuse me, here is the new ride. So this is freshly painted. Bought the McAllister body post mount and had it mounted up here in the back. Did not like that whole setup, so I changed it, and I'm going to flex the suspension on the back. So what we have is floating body mounts on the back of the car. The front is just a standard body post mount, which will, I think, help the car a little bit. So we're going to try it, see how it works out. We got to finish putting our number 46 decals on here. The paint didn't come out perfect. There's a couple issues with it, but hey, it's a dirt car, and this car does have a set of badass bearings in it, which we do sell those if you guys need those for drag cars or the Slash. Really nice bearings. Here's an example of one right here. Here's a group of them. Guys, just amazing bearings. You keep them oiled up. They come with a little thing of oil. Really good bearings. So if you need a set of those, hit me up, or you can get them direct online from Billy Shaw, or from Badass Bearings. So take a look at those if you'd like. Obviously we got a little bit of building on this thing to do yet, but we got the body done. I'm gonna put a little bit of a wing on the back, and here she is. Here's the McAllister front end on it, and then we got the floating body post mounts. As you guys can see, they don't really move. So eventually we'll have a set of floating body mounts in the front of this car. Doesn't say anything in the rules about you can't run those, so I'm going to run them. Not really, it didn't change the setup of the car or anything else. It just changed the body mounting locations. That's it. This is not the battery I'm going to be running in here, but this is just a temporary I use for building. It's an old battery. But we'll be running R1 ESC and R1 servo and R1 motor. We'll get to that eventually. We're just kind of building everything up with what I have laying around as we're waiting for parts to come in from R1. So this is kind of what I took off the back. This is what was replaced. It kind of hung off the back here like this. And I mean, it's not a bad design, but I mean, look at all that. That's a lot of crap, a lot of weight to get rid of. So I chose to go that way. And if we decide to change this up here, you get rid of all this weight up here and just go back to a standard buggy front end. Anyways, that's it for this build. You guys know how to put electronics on, and then after it's all of that, it's just tuning shocks, the suspension setup. And appreciate you guys watching. Next build, like I said, is already on the shelf that we're going to start working on. It is right up there. It is a Serpent 988 Taipan E. So we got a few things we're still working on. You guys can see speed run cars right there, right there. We got the Kyosho motorcycle, which will never get done. That's the last thing on my list. And got a couple dirt cars up there working on. But we're getting there. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a great weekend.